Bro, Debo was a dickhead, bro. Why you looking like that, bro? A nigga walk up to you, why you looking like that, bro? A nigga walk up to, bro, what you on? What you on, bro? Like, why you looking like that, dog? God damn.
Talking money, nigga, talk about a fence. Shorty be Latina, so I'm throwing on my gun. Shorty got a little clip, they really but a fence. Shorty wanna take a pic, so I will fight it. But I got blonde hair, she's singing on my songs. I'm with my white boy, so he's smoking on the box.
What's good, YouTube? Globe Grinchy in the building. Man, it's been a while since I touched a reaction video. Today we're reacting to movies every black person should watch by notllorente. Let's get it.
I got all the game.
Now your father, he got game.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
I got all the game.
What y'all know about Friday, bro? That's an OG movie, bro. I know this nigga died, bro. What's his name, bro? What's this nigga's name, bro? Hold on. Damn, my boy was 77, bro. My boy, this is the real definition of a unk, bro. Y'all motherfuckers who be calling me unk, this is the real definition of a unk, bro. RIP my soldier, man.
Happy Black History Month to my brothers and sisters, and to everyone else.
Hey, tomorrow's March 1st. I gotta get this video out today, bro.
It's just another day in the year. For the first time ever on this channel, we are diving into black cinema. And it's only right that we start off with Friday. Now, anyone that's black, scratch that. Anyone that has some degree of melanin has definitely watched this. Even if you haven't, you've at least seen this.
Damn!
To be honest, the movie has a lot of iconic quotes.
Bro,
and if
this bitch pissed me off, bro. This bitch pissed me off, bro.
The movie has a lot of iconic quotes, and if I could, I would play them all, but I can't. Friday is more or less a day in the life of the unemployed. I'm being so serious. Craig and Smokey are jobless bums. They do not have to clock in tomorrow. True say Smokey's a drug dealer, so do with that as you will. You may also know Debo. He's quite a well-known character.
Bro, Debo was a dickhead, bro. Why you looking like that, bro? A nigga walk up to you, why you looking like that, bro? A nigga walk up to, bro, what you on? What you on, bro? Like, why you looking like that, dog? God damn.
No one messes with Debo. He's the type of guy that you tuck your chain around, otherwise it finna get took. Debo's the strongest guy in the hood, so naturally he gets away with everything. If he borrows your back, that back is no longer yours. If he tells you to rob a house, get ready for a criminal record. He even has his own theme. I'm playing it right now. Bottom line is, don't mess with Debo. Besides all the jobless activity, the main plot of the film is that Smokey O's line is, don't mess with Debo. Besides all the jobless activity,
you have to jump on the car like that, bro.
The main plot of the film is that Smokey owes a guy called Big Worm $200. Him and Craig have to get the bread by 10 PM, otherwise they're both dead. Craig is broke as a joke, and Smokey is a fiend for the Cali. Brother is billing up all the weed he's meant to be selling. Craig tried asking his girl for the money, but she saw Felicia, the local crackhead, and thought he was cheating. Smokey tried to steal the money from Debo, because when they robbed the house earlier, he found $200. But this time, a different crackhead came and ruined the motion. 10 PM came round, and them boys had nothing but zeros before the ones. So the ops came through and let it off. And I swear, Friday is one of the few movies that can make a drive-by funny. The two of them survive, barely, and spin back to their mains just in time to see Debo turn into a wife beater.
Nah, Debo was dead wrong for that. She was a baddie too.
Barely, and spin back to their mains just in time to see
on the baddies, bro. How you gonna punch on a baddie, fam? You dead wrong. You dead wrong for that.
Debo turned into a wife beater. Craig pulls out the mic, but remembers that his dad told him a real man doesn't fire with a gun. So we gotta watch that. We gotta watch that clip. We got it, bro. Bro, that's that. Bro, I got this. Hey, I got this special playlist. I don't show this to nobody, but these are some of my favorite movie scenes. Let me see if I can find it, bro. Right here, best movie acting.
Drop off the kids, shop around for a new phone and plan.
Bro, I know it's just a couple, cause I don't watch movies like that, but when I do, these are some of the best scenes, bro.
Craig, have you seen my shit?
So the nigga, let me give you guys some context. The nigga picks up the pistol because he gotta walk Smokey home. He gotta walk Smokey home cause that's his dogs and they got ops. So he gets the pistol. His dad walks in at the wrong time though.
What's that for? Protection.
Protection? Protection from who?
Yeah, Smokey. I got to walk Smokey down to his house.
Your mother and I never would have moved in this neighborhood if we had known you need a gun to walk down the damn street.
No ideas around here.
Oh, no, son. That's not the way it is. You kids today are nothing but punks. Sissified. So quick to pick up a gun. You're scared to take an ass whipping.
Scared to take an ass whooping.
This what makes you a man. When I was growing up, this was all the protection we needed. You win some, you lose some. But you live. You live to fight another day. And you think you're a man with that gun in your hand, don't you?
Eased the brick and said, and Debo isn't human because no way he's still standing after eating that. Brother, I would have been on one.
Bro,
Isn't human
I don't
because
remember
he doesn't
this.
fire with a gun. So he used the brick and said, and
I don't
Debo
remember this. The
isn't
nigga threw a brick.
human because no way he's still standing after eating that. Brother, I would have been on 1 HP.
Nah.
Craig gives Debo the final blow, pause, and has him down for the count.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
And that's how their Friday went. Boys in the hood. This is culture. It's a this
Boys in the hood are always hard. You come talking that trash, we'll pull your car.
is culture. It's a coming of age film that follows the lives of 3 boys in the hood, hence the title. We got Trey, Ricky, and his half brother Darren, aka
R.I.P. Ricky,
Doughboy.
man.
At the start of the film, Trey got into a fight at school and his mother decided it would be best for him to live with his father since she can't teach him how to be a man. Furious was telling his son that he's different from the other kids in the neighborhood because unlike them, he actually knows his dad, and in a few years time, he's gonna see what difference that makes. 7 years go by and everyone is going down their own paths in life. Trey's trying to maintain a relationship while still learning what it means to be a man. Ricky's trying to go to the league but also has a son to look after, and Doughboy is just trying to stay out of jail. Before the time skip, him and Lil Chris went cells after they got done for robbing a store. Besides being a good father, Furious is an educated man who wanted better for his people and was tired of the violence in the community. It was this same violence that ultimately led to Ricky's death. The man them were chilling on the mains one night and Ricky got bars by a GM for no reason. He spoke up whilst Doughboy flexed the iron. Nothing went down that night, but a couple days later, they caught him lacking. Ricky wasn't even gang affiliated, so these men smoked a civilian just for speaking up. The saddest part is, a few days after his death, he got awarded a scholarship for college. He could have made it out.
Could have made it out, bro. And they killed that nigga, bro.
Doughboy slides for his brother the same day he got shot, but it didn't change the fact that he was gone. And in the end, they got him too. Paid in full.
They didn't show his death though.
This is a film about making bread.
Oh, I didn't watch this shit though. I never watched this shit.
Paid in full. This is a film about making bread.
Damn.
Yep, that's it. Just like Friday, Paid in Full is one of those films that you can't really dodge. It's a rags to riches story of how Ace Boogie went from delivering dry cleaning to becoming one of the 3 kings of Harlem alongside Money Mitch and Rico.
I gotta watch this shit, bro. Hold on.
And in the end, they got him too. Paid in Full. This is a film about making bread. Yep, that's it. Just like Friday, Paid in Full is one of those films that you can't really dodge. It's a rags to riches story of how Ace Boogie went from delivering dry cleaning to becoming one of the 3 kings of Harlem alongside Money Mitch and Rico. No glaze, yeah, no glaze. But Mitch was really that guy. He had the cars, the drip, the motion. The streets loved him for real. Now Rico was a loose cannon. He will straight up send you to the afterlife if you look at him the wrong way. The only reason he got put onto the drug game was because he backed it when Mitch went cells. Ace low-key didn't mess with Rico but was like, F it, we boo. One thing you should know about the game is that it doesn't stop. There's only 3 ways to get out: jail, death, or go broke. Ace got set up by a guy called Calvin who was running the coke game in Harlem before he went pen. Ace tried to put him back on by giving him a corner when he came out, but he wasn't happy with it. Calvin ended up robbing Ace and having one of his goons shoot him in the head. Boogie miraculously survives and says he's done, but Rico wasn't trying to hear all that.
Hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be aight, nigga. You tough, right?
What? Hey, nah, he's not real. He's really saying all this with a full bar of health. Ace tells Mitch there's no love in the game and he replies with,
"See, man, a nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man."
Damn, that's some real ish right there. It's a shame Rico smoked him 2 days later though. Hate it or love it, the game's the game. The film ends with Ace getting out of the game for good and setting up Rico after realizing he's the one that killed Mitch. Now imagine if Paid in Full was a heist film with a female cast, it would probably look like Set It Off, similar to Paid in Full but different. This is a movie about black women getting paid.
I like that transition. That was a nice transition.
We love to see it. 4 women rob various banks, with each job riskier than the last. But this isn't just aimless robbery. Every one of them has a different reason for doing so. I'll start with Frankie, cause she's kind of the leader of the group, and she's also the one who proposed the idea. At one point, she was working in a bank herself until it got robbed by a couple guys from her hood. The police thought Frankie was working with them, and subsequently, she got fired by her boss. Next up, we got Stoney.
That's bullshit. What the fuck?
Who was played by Jada Entanglement Smith. Her brother recently by her boss. Next up, we got Stoney, who was played by Jada Entanglement Smith. Her brother recently died at the hands of 12 after being mistaken for one of the bank robbers. So I guess robbing banks was kind of her way of saying F the government, F the system, and most importantly, the police. We also have Tashorn. Now, there's a bit of law to her. For starters, she's a single mother. The baby daddy is nowhere to be seen, found, or heard. That brother is gone. She works as a cleaner. As a matter of fact, they all do. Their boss started docking her pay, meaning she can no longer afford a babysitter. Tashorn was out of options and ended up bringing her child to work. Being that they're cleaners, they deal with chemicals like bleach and whatnot, so it's only natural that he ended up in the hospital. Child Protection Services was saying she has to prove in court that she can take care of the you. In other words, she needs that bread. Now as for Cleo, she's just about that life.
Yeah. So there's always that motherfucker in the movie that's just a crash out, bro. Straight up crash out. Can't have a show without the crash out character, bro. I'm telling you, the crash out is ideal for the story.
Boom. First heist. Frankie, Stoney, and Cleo walk in whilst Tashorn was hitting the jets. She is not about that life. Frankie grabs the money whilst Cleo and Stoney were doing crowd control. When all was said and done, they ran to the car and drove off. Not gonna lie, they made this ish look easy. What the fudge? They were in and out in 60 seconds, scoring 12 bags. Second heist. Same procedure. Frankie grabs the bread whilst the rest are on crowd control. Disguises could have been better, but that's neither here nor there. Feds were outside the bank. Not for them, but for some drunk guy. So when it was time to escape, Cleo decided to... and they get away with it. 0 stars when they left the bank. No chase or nothing. They get back to the safe house and count up the money.
296,000, Stoney, and counting.
The police ain't doing their job right.
Oh, so what's that? 75,000 a piece.
It's actually 74,000, but you know what? I'ma let it slide. Why? Because black is beautiful. Whenever the main characters are way too happy, you just know the movie isn't gonna end well. The final heist. Before I get into this, I should mention they practically lost all the money from the previous job. They hid the cash in the event, but their employer, this guy, found it and spent it all. So they're basically broke again. For the final heist, they just had to go big, go home and hit up the biggest bank in the area. Cleo blinds the guard and slams his dome on the wall. He is asleep. Tashorn wastes no time and goes straight for the money. She fills the bag and they all walk to the exit. But feds pull up at the last second and do their job for once. Wow, it only took them like 3 heists. They were about to surrender, but from out of nowhere, Tashorn gets blammed. I promise you, this guy did not exist earlier. They managed to exit the bank with the money, but at what cost? Tashorn is dead and they got 5 stars now. It's only a matter of time before they join her. They tried evading the police but got cornered in a tunnel. Cleo tells Stoney and Frankie to hop out the car before driving through a blockade and going out guns blazing like Scarface. Frankie tried to escape on foot, but she also got shot down. And in the end, Stoney was the only one who made it out alive. She managed to escape to another country with her share of the money. They never say how much she made it out with, but we can assume it was more than the last job. And that's all I got for today's video. Wait, but before you start typing though, before you start commenting, where's Menace to Society? Where's G's?
Man, we don't need... I never watched Juice, but we don't really need Menace to Society because like everybody... Bro, I'm glad he put some movies that I didn't see because now I get to go watch them, you know? But niggas been seen Menace to Society. I never saw Juice though.
Blah, 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 blah. Chill. I haven't forgotten about those films. I just can't put everything into one video. And if I did, that hoe is going to be like an hour long. You will not watch that. I would even watch that. Plus, I can't put all the goats in part 1 because what's going to be in part 2? Yep. That's right. This is officially a series and hopefully a good one. There's a lot of movies to talk about and a lot of culture to be discussed. So, yeah. Stay tuned for the sequel. Sometime...
I like that, my boy. I like that. Man, I hope you guys truly enjoyed this video. This one was a banger, man. Make sure you tune into the next one. We going back to back.